welcome back. Heels and Quads Media here on YouTube. I'm Tommy and I'm back with something a little different today. I wanted to weigh in on this seems to be issue with some people, but my opinion on the Kiss avatars. I did a little bit 3 weeks ago after the last concert, after it was announced. I did a live post show with Brant from In My Head and also Rob from Right Between the Eyes podcast. But after thinking about it, reading other people's opinions, watching videos on other people's opinions here on YouTube as well, I find it kind of funny that fans or non-fans of a band that started out wearing makeup and the big stage show and everything, I think it's funny that people think this is a stupid idea. Now, of course, Kiss has always been on the cutting edge of technology with, being one of the first bands to use the big screen, being, the first big stage show with pyro and fireworks and flying and all that stuff. Why wouldn't you expect Kiss to do something like this? I mean, the first band to do it was ABBA. We have holograms of Dio. We have holograms of Tupac. Why couldn't you see some Kiss doing something like this? Why do you think it's stupid? I just can't grasp the concept of it. A lot of people that I've seen complaining are the Kiss simps, as the kids say now. It seems to be the majority of the people that complain about this are the people that have a hard time, like you see it on certain Kiss podcasts and certain Kiss YouTube channels. People have a hard time just not spending the money. Like, if you don't want to see this, you don't have to pay to go see it. Kiss isn't coming to your door and, making you go see this. You give them your money all the time, and you have been for 50 years, however old you are. But, over their career, the timeline, they've been around for 50 years now. Yeah, it's not Peter, it's not Ace. That part does bother me. And I see the pros and the cons in the whole concept. The pros being 50 years from now, it could be my grandkids, my great-grandkids, whatever, they're going to get to see in some shape or form, and it'll be different than even this by then. My favorite band, their dad or their grandpa's favorite band, their great-grandpa and great-great-grandpa's favorite band. It's really cool in a way because the Kiss concept, the Kiss brand, as we all call it, gets to live on, and it'll continue. And this is just another way to build on it. And like I said, it sucks it's not Ace and Peter, their images, but there's so many different things that they can do with this. They can go back, and I've seen it 1,000 times already online. They can go back and just do the Elder. They can use these designs and do an Elder show. Like next year, 2024, is the 40th anniversary of Animalize. Do the whole Animalize album. I don't think this will be ready by then. I don't think it'll be ready for a couple years. It might be. But even, Gene said it's not done. The avatars aren't done. People have bitched about how they look shitty and all that. And that's fine. It's not going to be great. They probably kind of did a bit of a rush job on this. And I don't know how long they've been working on it, really. But they showed the band with the motion capture suits on and everything. And so they've put some work into it. And I hope that there's some way, and especially with AI now, they can take those songs that maybe Kiss diehards, we didn't get to hear them play it live. Like, for example, my favorite 80s song is Who Wants to Be Lonely. I'd love to hear that live in some way, shape, or form, and maybe with the Kiss avatars I will. Let's say they do a 40th anniversary of Asylum in 2 years. They could do the whole Asylum album, and maybe with AI technology, they could take a track. Give me Who Wants to Be Lonely live, or with a AI live effect of Paul Stanley's voice from, let's say, the Revenge era, or 93 to 95, somewhere in that window where his voice was amazing. Because let's face it, one of the reasons why Kiss is ending is because Paul doesn't sound good anymore. I mean, I'll just say it. He doesn't sound good anymore. You want to say you're embarrassed by these? I'm embarrassed by this, by the voice of Paul Stanley. And being a diehard Paul Stanley fan, I hate to say that, but that's just the way it is. He's older. He's had vocal issues for over 20 years now. And it sucks. And it sucks. I didn't go see this tour because, unlike a lot of the Kiss Again simps, I don't have to pay my money to go see something that I don't believe in. I saw the farewell tour in 2000. I saw him in 04, Rock the Nation, which was a good tour. They sounded great, good set list. And I didn't see him again until 2017. And the only reason I went, not only because I love the band and I wanted to see him again, was because my kids were into him and I wanted to take them. But I never felt pressured, like I wasn't a real Kiss fan if I didn't go see them. Or I never felt like I wasn't a Kiss fan if I didn't buy something they put out. If I didn't want it, I just didn't buy it. Same with collecting records. Like if I don't like the album, I don't feel the need to have it. And I feel like that's a lot of the negativity towards this, is just because somebody doesn't like it, or a certain group of Kiss fans don't like it or don't get it. They don't understand it, and that's one of the reasons why they don't like it. But also they know they're going to have to pay to go see it because it's Kiss and they feel obligated to go see it. And I don't think that should be the case. I don't think you should ever feel pressured by your favorite band or your favorite franchise of a movie, Star Wars. Like, I love Star Wars, but I don't watch a lot of the Disney Plus shows because I don't care. I want what I grew up with, and that's it. Same with Kiss. I want what I grew up with, what I knew, what I know. And that's another thing about, like, Sonic Boom, Monster. Yeah, I bought them, but they're not in a regular rotation. I don't seek out listening to them. If a song comes on and I listen to it and I enjoy it, whatever. But I don't seek it out unless I'm in that mood. I didn't buy the Sonic Boom vinyls on Kiss Online. I didn't buy Monster on vinyl. I don't feel the obligation just because I love a certain band or anything to spend hard-earned money on something that I just don't care about. Will I go see this if the price is right? I'm not going to pay hundreds of dollars or even travel. Like if it's in Las Vegas or London or wherever, I don't feel the need to travel to see it. If I happen to be in that location or happen to be going on vacation to that place and it's playing, sure, I'd go see it if the price is right. Again, and that's my main issue with this. I'm not embarrassed by this. I don't care. I mean, if you're embarrassed by this, you are a Kiss fan. You grew up a Kiss fan, most of us. Were you not picked on at any point? Like, you hear stories about it all the time about, oh, when I was in high school, I got my ass kicked for being a Kiss fan. Never got my ass kicked for being a Kiss fan, but I got called some really nasty things for being a Kiss fan. I got called unsavory words for being a Kiss fan, for wearing a Kiss shirt. That goes into play, say, 77, same thing. 87, same thing. 97, same thing. If you wear a Kiss shirt or Kiss makeup on Halloween, or in my case, any time I just felt like putting Kiss makeup on, you got made fun of. Grow up. I mean, it's your opinion. Hate on it all you want. Post about it all you want. But just like I have the opinion to do this. And I'm just, frankly, I'm tired of hearing about it. It's not done. We don't know what it is. If you saw the ABBA thing, from what I hear, it was great. And it's Kiss. Of course they're going to do something like this. They did comic books. I mean, Scooby-Doo cartoons. I mean, Scooby-Doo is cool as hell, but, that's, we talk about Dynasty era, how they were marketing towards kids and with all the merch and stuff. So what's the difference in this? That's all I'm trying to say. Is there's no difference in this and anything that they've ever done. Technology is growing. It's moving forward. They're not going to be here forever. They're not going to be alive forever. So why wouldn't we do something like this? Do you really want to see somebody? I mean, tribute bands are cool, and I know because I was an Elvis impersonator for 10 years. But do you really want to pay Ticketmaster prices to go see 4 people? I mean, people bitch about Tommy and Eric being in Aces and Peters makeup. Do you want to pay $300 to $1,000? Are you going to pay the $3,000, $4,000 for a meet and greet for 4 guys that aren't the original members? No. And if you are, that's your problem. So I don't understand why everybody's shitting on it before it's even done, before it's even said what it's actually going to be. Could be a movie. Yeah, it's going to be a stage show, but we could finally get a Kiss cartoon that they've been talking about doing since the 70s. We're obviously never going to get a Kiss theme park, which at this point would be silly. Give them a little corner at Disney or whatever. And that's another thing, it's being done by ILM. They know, I mean, they gave us Star Wars, all that George Lucas stuff. That's good and bad. But I just don't understand why everybody is freaking out about it and making this huge deal. Like, there's people that pay when they go out of town, when they go on vacation. There's people who go to, like, New York or Las Vegas or Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, Branson, Missouri, right down the road from me. They pay to go to a wax museum with, that it's like $50 to go walk through this place with wax figures of things. It's a ripoff. And you pay $50 for that, but you're bitching about computerized gaming Kiss avatars. It's a silly freaking argument. Let's see where it goes. I mean, the hologram thing has worked for, certain artists and stuff, and, it's different. And I think change just scares people. And like Kiss, there's a ton of diehard fans, quite possibly more than any other band, that wear their, Kiss Army badge on their sleeve, and they take everything to heart, just like I've taken it to heart now, because I'm just tired of hearing people shit on it. Like, let's wait until it's done. Don't have to go opening night. It's not a Broadway play. It's not a new restaurant, Wait, let it play out. See some reviews. What's good? What's bad? What are they doing? What's the set list? Is the set list going to change every night? That's another thing. I mean, there's endless... Technology is endless at this point. There's no end to it. It's just going to keep growing. It's going to keep getting bigger. I mean, like I said earlier, when it's, 50 years from now, this could be something totally different. It could be all... look at... You got freaking AI headsets, Oculus and shit now. It could be totally different. We could do this in our living rooms with our Oculus on, or your PlayStation VR or whatever. It's going to be totally different. So I think, personally, the pros, future generations get to see some form of Kiss live. That's a pro. Pro being they could do the complete discography. They could do different songs that they never did live. Like I said, hopefully the AI thing, they could do like peak vocal performances and use that style of singing to build into the AI and make it sound like that. That would be really cool. And a pro. Cons, obviously, it's not Ace and Peter's images. That could change down the road, I'm sure. It would be cool to see, an Eric Carr avatar at some point for like a Creatures tour or the non-makeup era. And a con, it's not the real band. But, another thing that I've seen people talk about is new Kiss albums. Like, they're not touring anymore. Why don't we get Kiss studio albums? Why? What for? What? It's not like they're gonna get a number 1 single on a new album. It never happened. It's never gonna happen. It's time to move on from it. Like, be a Kiss fan and enjoy what the 50 years that they gave us of, fun music and fun times and good memories. But there's no need to push it. Like, yeah, you got auto-tune and stuff like that, but people would just bitch about that. Like, oh, Paul's voice on this album really sucks. Yeah, no shit. Like, I don't understand why certain people want new Kiss music. We had that window where Paul's voice still sounded really good and we didn't get it. That time's passed. But what do you want? What do you want? Tell me that. I'm going to finish this video because I'm just ranting and raving, and I don't like doing that because it feels unbalanced, and I know I've left something out. Remember, the build's not done. The show, we have no idea what it's going to be. Are they going to be in different settings? Is it just going to be holograms on a stage, or is it going to be like the preview showed where they're like, you know, in some mountainous hell environment? Or outer space or whatever, you know, there could be different segments of the show where they just do, you know, each member has their own little setting, you know, Catman in the jungle or something. But let me know what your thoughts are on the Kiss avatar. What's your opinion on the technology overall? What would you like to see? Are you one of those that still wants new Kiss music? Do you think that could factor into it? Are you gonna bitch when Paul sounds like crap on the new album, like a lot of people will? And give me your honest opinion, because I'd like to know how other Kiss fans feel. I enjoy watching other Kiss channels and listening to Kiss podcasts and stuff, but it's like the constant bitching. It's like, this is why I got out of doing wrestling podcasting, because the community is just so vile and fucking just toxic, and I hate using that word because it just sounds like cancel culture and just today's ideals. I hate that word, but it's fucking just, God, stop bitching. Like, you were not in the band. You're not a part of it. You don't own it. I know Paul said the fans own it. Yeah, in a way, but it's our memories. It's not in our wallets, but it's not. You're not a part of the creative process, so let them do what they want to do with it. It's theirs. They own it. They put their hard work into it. They put their blood, sweat, and tears into it. They put their time, their energy, their time away from their families. Stop bitching about it. Do your own thing. If you want something to really bitch about and be disappointed or, you know, happy about, do it yourself. But like me doing this. But let me know your thoughts. And I'm not shitting on any individual person or podcast or channel. It's just a mix. It's a blend. And it's, you know, it's 50-50 split. There's people that are excited about it and there's people that shit on it. And I think a lot of those people that are shitting on it, they're going to be like, oh, this actually looks really cool. I'm going to go check it out. Of course you are, because you're a Kiss fan. So again, let me know your opinions on the whole situation. And yeah, this ran actually a lot longer than I intended on it. But if you're watching this in real time, it's December 22nd, so happy holidays to everyone. I know Hanukkah is now over, Christmas is right around the corner, Kwanzaa, all that. Whatever holiday you celebrate, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, happy Hanukkah, happy Kwanzaa, all that stuff. And I'll see you next time. Tell your friends, tell your enemies.